Hello students, in the last class we completed the first order kinetics. Now the continuation first order gas phase reactions. Now the best example for the first order gas phase reaction SO2Cl2 decomposes to give SO2 and Cl2. This is corresponding to first order gas phase kinetics because all the reactants and products are in the gaseous phase reaction. Okay, that's why it is a first order gas phase kinetics. Now I am taking a general example. A gives B plus C. All these substances are gaseous substances. Okay, and the stoichiometry 1:1:1. Let's suppose initially time taken T0. What is the partial pressure of reactant A? P0. And what about the partial pressure of product B? 0 and C also 0, because initially only reactant will be present. That's why P0 will be the initial partial pressure of the reactant. Let's suppose at a time interval T, what happens? Let's suppose P atmosphere or mm of A decomposes and to give B and C products. So what is the partial pressure of a B at a time? What is the partial pressure of reactant A at a time interval T? P0 minus P. And what are the partial pressure of B and C at a time interval T? P comma P, because 1:1:1 ratio. Okay. Now we know from ideal gas equation, that is PV is equal to nRT. When the temperature is constant and the volume of the vessel is also constant, then the pressure of a gas directly proportional to number of moles of the gas. So this is the concept here we are using. Instead of we are dealing with number of moles, now we are dealing with partial pressure. Yes or no? Now what is the initial concentration of a reactant? A0. Now what is the initial partial pressure of a reactant? P0. They are directly proportional. And what is the concentration of a reactant at a certain time interval T? A0 minus X. And what is the partial pressure of a reactant at a certain time interval T? P0 minus P0. Both are directly proportional. Okay. Now what is the first order kinetics rate constant expression? That is nothing but K is equal to 2.303 divided by T log of A0 by A0 minus X. Now we are using this expression in terms of partial pressure, that is equal to K is equal to 2.303 by T log of partial pressure P0 divided by P0 minus P. That is the partial pressure of reactant, initial partial pressure of reactant P0 in the numerator instead of A0X, and the partial pressure of the reactant at particular time of interval T, that is the P0 minus P instead of A0 minus X. Okay. Now what is the total pressure after time interval T? The total pressure will be equal to P0 minus P plus P and plus P, because initially only reactants will be present. But during the course of a reaction, as the reactant decomposes to give products, the partial pressure of the gaseous mixture increases due to formation of products. Are you getting my point? So what is the total final pressure here? P0 minus P plus P plus P. So minus P plus P gets cancelled. So P0 plus P is the total pressure at time interval T. Okay. Now the total pressure, that is the Pt is equal to P0 plus P. From here shall I find the P value? That is equal to P is equal to total pressure Pt minus P0. Okay. P0 minus P. What is the value of P0 minus P? P0 will be the initial pressure and P will be the partial pressure of the, P will be the pressure of A decomposes into B and C. Are you getting my point? From here, what is the P value? Pt minus P0. So P0 minus of Pt minus P0. So you will get here 2P0 minus Pt. Therefore, what will be the P0 minus P value? 2P0 minus Pt. So if you see in the above expression, K is equal to 2.303 by T log of initial partial pressure of reactant P0, and at certain time interval of T, what is the partial pressure of reactant? P0 minus P. Instead of P0 minus P, I am writing here 2P0 minus Pt. So that you will get the expression, K expression, which is nothing but the K is equal to 2.303 by T log of P0 by 2P0 minus Pt. This is a very important expression regarding the 1:1:1 stoichiometry gas phase reaction, that is A gives B plus C. A gives B plus C. 1:1 gas phase stoichiometry reaction. Now here one example I am giving here. For the following data were obtained during the first order thermal decomposition of SO2Cl2 at a constant volume. SO2Cl2 gives SO2 plus Cl2. Experiment 1, experiment 2. Time is given initially T0. After 100 seconds, the total pressure will be developed in the container will be 0.5 atm and 0.6 atm. Calculate the rate of the reaction when the total pressure will become how much? 0.65 atm. So to calculate the rate of reaction, what is the rate of reaction? R is equal to K times of the concentration of A to the power 1, because it is a first order gas phase reaction. Okay, that means R is equal to K times of the, what is the concentration of reactant? That is the partial pressure. Indirectly concentration nothing, but here we have to use partial pressure. So the partial pressure of SO2Cl2 to the power 1. Okay, now once we know the rate constant value, then we can find the rate of the reaction. Okay, now how to find the rate constant value here? Here first of all, what is the given question here? What is the given question here? SO2Cl2 thermal decomposition to give SO2 and Cl2. Okay, now initially T0, what is the initial pressure here given? Total pressure 0.5 atm. Total pressure nothing but the pressure of the reactant only, because initially there will be no products. So the partial pressure of the product, that is SO2 and Cl2, become how much? 0 atm. Now at a time interval T, that is given 100 seconds. Let's suppose out of 0.5 atm, let's suppose P atm decomposes, according to which P atm SO2 and P atm Cl2 will be formed. Okay, now what will be the total pressure at 100 seconds? 0.5 minus P plus P and plus P. Okay, plus P minus P gets cancelled, 0.5 plus P. But actually in the given data, what is the total pressure after 100 seconds? That will be 0.6 atm. From here the P value will be 0.1 atm. P value will become how much? 0.1 atm. Okay, now here what is the K rate constant for first order kinetics? 2.303 divided by T log of initial partial pressure of reactant P0 divided by partial pressure of a reactant at a certain time interval, that will be P0 minus P. Are you getting my point? Now here 2.303 by T log of, what is the initial pressure here? 0.5 divided by 0.5. What is the P value here? 0.1. That means in the denominator we have 0.5 minus 0.1. So from here the K value will be equal to 2.303 by, what is the time period given in the question? Time period will be the 100 seconds. So I am writing the T value 100 log of 0.5 in the numerator divided by 0.4. Do you know log 5 value? Yes, log 5 nothing but 0.6990 and log 4 nothing but 0.6020. After complete simplification of this expression, you will get the rate constant value equal to 2.23 into 10 raised to minus 3 per second. This is the rate constant K value. Okay, now the continuation, when the total pressure in the question, when the total pressure is given to you 0.65, but actual total pressure will be 0.5 minus P plus P and plus P. So what is the total pressure? Actually 0.5 plus P, but in the question it is given 0.65 atm. From here the P value will be 0.15 atm. Okay, are you getting my point? That means what is the partial pressure of sulfur SO2Cl2 at 100 seconds. At 100 seconds the partial pressure of SO2Cl2 will be P0 minus P. What is the partial pressure of SO2 will be? P0 minus P. What is the P0 here? 0.5. minus, what is the p value? 0.15. Okay, 0.5 minus 0.15, you will get 0.35 atm. So this is the partial pressure of SO2Cl2 at 100 seconds. Now what is the rate expression? R is equal K into partial pressure of SO2Cl2 to the power 1. Why I am writing the power 1 here? Because it is corresponding to first order kinetics. It is corresponding to first order kinetics. Are you getting my point? Now R is equal to, what is the K value we get here? 2.23. 2.23, we got the 2.23, 10 raised to minus 3, the K value we got here, and multiplied by, what is the partial pressure of SO2Cl2 at 100 seconds? 0.35 atm. Okay, after complete multiplication, you will get 7.8 into 10 raised to minus 4 atm per second. atm per second. This is the rate of the reaction, and this will be the rate constant of the reaction. Are you getting my point? Now come to the question number 59. In this question, for the decomposition of azo-isopropane to hexane and dinitrogen at 543 Kelvin, the following data obtained. Time taken is given and partial pressure is given. Calculate the rate constant. Okay. Now here, what is the azo-isopropane? CH3 taken twice, CH, N double bond N, again CH, CH3 twice. This is called azo-isopropane. Azo-isopropane. Okay. Now the thermal decomposition of this azo-isopropane will give hexane, C6H14 and dinitrogen gas. Now this is also first order gas phase kinetics. First order gas phase kinetics. Okay. Now initially time taken T0. When the time taken T0, what is the pressure given here? 35 mm. That is only corresponding to reactant, that is the azo-isopropane. When the time reaches to 360 seconds, let's suppose here P mm of pressure decomposes, according to which P mm of hexane and P mm of dinitrogen will be formed, because 1:1:1 ratio. Now at 360 seconds, what will be the total pressure of the mixture? 35 minus P plus P plus P. Okay, plus P. 35 minus P plus P plus P. So you will get total how much of pressure? 35 plus P. But actually pressure will be given how much? 54. Total pressure is given how much? 54. So 54 will be equal to 35 plus P. So here P is equal to 19 mm. P will be equal to how much? 19 mm. Okay. Now here, what is the first order rate constant expression? K is equal to 2.303 by T log of initial partial pressure of the reactant P0 by partial pressure of a reactant at a certain time interval T, that will be P0 minus P. So K is equal to 2.303. Let's suppose, what is the time interval I am taking? 360. I am taking time interval 360 seconds. Okay, into log of, what will be the initial pressure is 35 mm whole divided by, at a particular time of interval, the partial pressure of reactant P0 minus P. P0 will be 35 and the P value here 19 mm. P value will be how much? 19 mm. Okay. From here 2.303 divided by 360. Okay. Log of, in the numerator 35, in the denominator will be 16. Okay. Now log A by B nothing but log A minus log B. So I am writing 2.303 divided by 360 log of 35 minus log of 16. Log of 35 minus log of 16. Okay. From here 2.303 by 360. Okay. Log 35 nothing but log of 7 plus log of 5. 7 5s are 35, which is equal to 1.544. Log 16 nothing but log of 2 to the power 4, 4 log to 1.204. Okay. After complete simplification, you will get the final answer 2.17 into 10 raised to minus 3. The unit for the rate constant of a first order kinetics is per time inverse. Here the time is given in seconds, that's why second inverse. Okay. Now, first order pressure related problems. Now let's suppose one question is given, A gives 2B plus C. One question is given like this, A gives 2B plus C. All the substances are gas phase. Okay. Let's suppose initially T0, only you have reactant. So what is the partial pressure of a reactant? P0. Is there any partial pressure of B and C? No, because products are not formed initially. Initially only reactant will be present. That's why the partial pressure of B 0 and partial pressure of C is also 0. Let's suppose at a time interval T, let's suppose P1 atmosphere or mm of pressure decomposes from the reactant. Okay, so what will be the pressure of the B and C will be formed? 2P1 and P1, because the stoichiometry will be 2:1 product. Okay, now what will be the pressure of a reactant left after time interval T? P0 minus P1. Let's suppose the reaction almost going for completion for a long time, for a sufficient time tending to infinity. That means completely reactants are decomposed. So what will be the partial pressure of a reactant? 0, because no reactant will be left after a long time or a sufficient time. Now whatever the partial pressure of a reactant will be there, that will be converted into products. So 2P0 and P0 will be the partial pressure of B and C at infinity time interval or sufficient time interval. Sufficient, in the question given that sufficient time interval or infinity time. Okay. Now here the stoichiometry of B and C 2:1, that's why 2P0 and P0 I am writing. Okay. Now what is the rate constant expression? K is equal to 2.303 divided by T log of initial concentration P0 divided by P0 minus P1, that is the concentration of reactant at a certain time interval T. Now what is the total pressure at a time interval T? That will be equal to P0 minus P1 plus 2P1 plus P1. So overall will become how much? P0 plus 2P1. Okay. Now what is the total pressure here? P0 plus 2P1. Pt will be the total pressure at a time interval T. Now from here I want to find the P1 value. So P1 value equal to P total minus P0 by 2. Because once I know the P1 value, I know the P0 value, so I can calculate the rate constant value. Yes or no? The rate constant value K is equal to 2.303 by T log of P0 divided by P0 minus P. Yes or no? I know the P0 value and I know the P value. Okay. So 2.303 by T log of P0 is P0 itself, and P0 minus what is the P value here? Shall I put the P nothing but here P1. P nothing but here what? P1. Okay. So here P1 value nothing but P total minus P0 by 2. Okay. If you take the LCM here 2, the 2 will be go to numerator. So finally after simplification you will get the rate constant expression K is equal to how much? 2.303 by T log of 2P0 by 3P0 minus Pt. So this will be the rate constant expression for a gas phase reaction, that is A gives 2B plus C. A gives 2B plus C. Now in this same question some variations are there. Let's suppose in the same above question, if the initial pressure is given to you P2. Initial pressure means only reactant A partial pressure. Okay. Now instead of P0, here in the question P2 given. Remember, and the partial pressure of a reactant at a certain time interval T given as a P3. Only reactant, remember, only reactant partial pressure is given at a time interval T, P3, and the initial concentration of reactant, initial partial pressure of a reactant is given to you P2. Then derive the rate constant expression of K. Now here what is the given information? Initial partial pressure P0 will be equal to P2 given, and what is the partial pressure of a reactant at a certain time interval? In the above expression, what is the concentration of reactant at a certain time interval? That will be P0 minus P1. This is the concentration of the reactant, that is the partial pressure of a reactant at a certain time interval. Now here P0 minus P1 value, it is given how much? P3. So directly you can put the P0 value and P0 minus P1 value, that is the P3 value, in the first order rate constant expression, that is the K is equal to 2.303 by T log of P0 by P0 minus P1. P naught value given in the question P2 and P naught minus P1, that is the partial pressure of reactant at a certain time interval T given as a P3. So directly substitute these two values, so we will get the rate constant expression. Okay, now the rate constant expression changes, okay, because in the question, depending upon the information regarding the question, the rate expression changes, rate constant expression changes. Okay, now same question, in the same above problem, if the initial pressure is given as a P2 instead of P0, okay, and the total pressure will be given P3 at a time interval T, then derive the rate constant expression. Now here once again, what is the initial pressure of reactant P0, but in this question it is given as a P2. Okay, so I am starting with initial pressure P2. Okay, P2 will initial pressure of reactant a P2. So what is the pressure of BC? 0, 0. At a certain time interval T, let's suppose P ATM will be decomposed. The left partial pressure of reactant P2 minus P, and the products will be 2P and P because the stoichiometry 2:1. What will be the total pressure at time interval T? That is given in the question as a P3. So I am writing P3 is equal to actual total pressure how much? P2 minus P plus 2P plus P. So here you will cancel minus P plus P and you will get finally P2 plus 2P. The P2 plus 2P will be the total pressure at a time interval T, which is nothing but P3. So P2 plus 2P, which is nothing but P3. Okay, from here shall I find the P value? Yes, that will be P3 minus P2 divided by 2. Are you getting my point? So this is the P value. Once we know the P value, so we can find the P2 minus P value, and P2 value we know, so we can find the rate constant value. Okay, rate constant value is equal to 2.303 by T log of P2, that is the initial concentration, and P2 minus P, concentration of a reactant at a certain time interval T. Okay, P2 value here as it is. Okay, and in the denominator P2 minus what is the P value here? P3 minus P2 by 2. P3 minus P2 by 2. The LCM will be 2. So 2 will be goes to numerator. 2P2 minus P3 minus into minus plus P2. So 2P2 plus P2, 3P2. Okay. So this is the ultimate rate constant expression of the first order gas phase kinetics, that is A gives 2B plus C. When the initial pressure will be P2 and the total pressure at a certain time interval T will be P3. Okay. In the same question, that is A gives 2B plus C. Now I am changing initial pressure as a P2 as it is. Now the partial pressure of a B given as a P3. Now what is the P3? The partial pressure of the B alone. Remember, only partial pressure of B is given. Okay. Then find the rate constant expression for the first order kinetics. Now let's suppose time interval T0. What is the initial pressure? Actually I have to take the P0, but in the question it is given P2. That's why I am starting with P2. What is the partial pressure of B and C? 0, 0. At a certain time interval T, let's suppose P ATM will be decomposed from the P2. So the left pressure of the reactant A will be P2 minus P. And what is the partial pressure of B and C will be from 2P and P because the stoichiometry 2:1. Now in the question, what is the partial pressure of B? Actually 2P. But in the question, the partial pressure of B will be given how much? P3. So the relation between the two P and P3 will be 2P is equal to P3. So 2P is equal to P3. From here I want to find the P value, which is P3 by 2. Now what is the rate constant expression here? 2.303 by T log of P2 divided by P2 minus P. So P2 value as it is P2, instead of P shall I write P3 by 2. So LCM will be 2. 2 will be goes to numerator, 2P2 by 2P2 minus P3. So this is the next another rate constant expression if initial partial pressure of a reactant will be P2 and the partial pressure of a reactant B will be P3 at a certain time interval T. Are you getting my point? Now in the same above a problem, that means A gives, in the same above problem means A gives 2B plus C. Stoichiometry will be 1:2:1. Okay. Now if the total pressure at a certain time interval T, total pressure at a certain time interval T will be P2 given, and after sufficient time, just now I told you sufficient time means almost reaction go for completion. So T tends to infinity, that means all the reactants completely decomposes to give the products. And what is the total pressure after sufficient time of interval? P3. And so that derive the rate constant expression. Now here at certain time interval t, what will be the total pressure here actually? What will be the total pressure actually from here? What will be the total pressure here? P0 plus 2P1, P0 plus 2P1, P0 plus 2P1. Are you getting my point? That value in the given question is P2. So P2 will be equal to P0 plus 2P1. And one more important point, after sufficient time of interval, after sufficient time of interval means, let's suppose A gives 2B plus C. Initially T0, so I am taking the partial pressure of reactant P0, so these two will be 0, 0. At a certain time interval T, let's suppose Pmm or P atmosphere pressure decomposes from A. So left partial pressure of A will be P0 minus P, and the partial pressure of B will be 2P, and C will be C. Now after sufficient time of interval, what happens? Completely reactant will completely consume. Whatever the reactant will be there, that will be converted into product in the 2:1 ratio. So the final pressure of a product to be 2P0 and C will be P0. Are you getting my point? Because after sufficient time, after long time of interval, reactant will be completely decomposes, and whatever the number of moles or partial pressure of reactant will be present, that will be completely converted to products. Okay. Now here, what is the K value? 2.303 by T log of P0 by P0 minus P1. Here let's suppose here I am taking P1. Okay. Now what will be the P0 value here? What will be the P0 value here? Here the P0 value, here if you see after sufficient time of interval, total pressure how much? 2P0 plus P0 will be 3P0. But actually after sufficient time of interval, the total pressure will be given to you here P3. So from here what will be the P0 value? P3 by 3. What is the P0 value here? P3 by 3. Are you getting my point? Now what is the P1 value here? From this P1 value shall I find? P1 is equal to P2 minus P0 by 2. P2 minus P0 by 2. Okay. Here what is the P0? Again P3 by 3. After simplification you will get the final rate constant expression for first order kinetics. K value equal to 2.303 by T log of 2P3 divided by 3P3 minus 3P2. This is a very important. Okay. Now this expression depending upon the given information, the rate constant expression for first order kinetics changes. Are you getting my point? Now there is a one question, that is a question number 60 for a first order kinetics. In the given question, information is given first order kinetics. What is the equation given here? 2A gives 3B plus 4C plus D plus E. Now what is the A? Gaseous substance. B and C also gases. What about the E? Yes. What about the E? E liquid. What about the D? D is a solid. Now initially, let's suppose what should be the partial pressure of reactant? Let's suppose P0. So what will be the B, C, D, E, 0, 0, 0. Okay. Because there will be no any products. Let's suppose at a certain time of interval, let's suppose out of the P0, let's suppose 2P of A decompose because the stoichiometry will be 2, according to which 3P pressure, partial pressure of B becomes 3P and C becomes 4P. What about the D? D is a solid. For solid substances we should not consider the partial pressure. Okay, partial pressure only for gaseous substances. And for liquids there will be some vapor pressure. Okay. There is one information given in the question. Initial pressure of developed in the container will be P0. Initial pressure will be P0. And the total pressure at a certain time of interval will be how much? P1. Total pressure. And what is the vapor pressure of liquid E given in the question? Liquid E, the vapor pressure is given to you how much? P2. Now tell me what is the total pressure? P total will be equal to P0 minus 2P plus 3P plus 4P plus P2. P2 will be the vapor pressure of a liquid. It is given. Suppose in the question if the vapor pressure of liquid is not given, then we have to assume to be 0. Only for gaseous substance only we have to consider the partial pressure. Are you getting my point? Now here what is the partial pressure? What is the total pressure? P1 is given in the question, which is equal to P0 plus 5P plus P2. Are you getting my point? From here I have to find the P value. What will be the P value here? P1 minus P0 minus P2 divided by how much? 5. So this is the P value. Are you getting my point? Once I know the P value, shall I find the rate constant? Yes, K is equal to 2.303 divided by T log of what is the initial concentration of reactant P0 and what is the that is the partial pressure of reactant initially P0 and what is the partial pressure of reactant at a certain time interval P0 minus of 2P. I know the P value. Okay, now here K is equal to 2.303 divided by T log of, in the numerator will be P0. Now what about in the denominator? In the denominator P0 minus of 2 times of P. What is the P value? Shall I write? P1 minus P0 minus P2 upon divided by 5. Are you getting my point? After simplification you will get the K value which is equal to 2.303 by T, okay, log of 5 P0 divided by 7 P0 minus of 2P1 plus 2P2. Are you getting my point? So this is the overall rate constant expression for the first order kinetics. So depending upon the information that will be given in the question, the rate constant expression will be changes. Rate constant expression will be changes. Are you getting my point? Now come to question number 61. What is the question number 61? Calculation of the rate constant using the different parameters. Yes, here the question is given. In this case, A gives B plus C. This is a gaseous phase reaction. The total pressure of A, B, C will be given P2 at a time interval T and P3 at sufficient time, that will be the infinity time. So we have to find the K, that will be the rate constant. Okay. Now what I am trying to doing here, first of all I am writing the equation. What is the equation given? A gives B plus C. All the species gases and the stoichiometry will be 1:1:1. Okay. Now initially time 0. Let's suppose I am taking the partial pressure of reactant A will be P0 and products will be 0. At a certain time of interval T, let's suppose out of P0, let's suppose PMM or PATM will decompose from the reactant, and according to which PATM or MM of B and C will be formed respectively, because the stoichiometry will be 1:1:1. Now what is the total pressure at a time interval T? P0 minus P plus P and plus P. So what will be the total pressure here? P0 plus P. Now at a certain time interval T, what will be the total pressure of A, B, C given? P2. So from here P2 is equal to P0 plus P. Are you getting my point? From here shall I write P is equal to P2 minus P0? Yes, P is equal to, shall I write P2 minus P0? Are you getting my point? And one more information given, infinity time. Infinity time interval, what happens? Completely reactant will decomposes and completely products will be formed. As per stoichiometry 1:1:1. So P0 is the partial pressure of B and P0 will be the partial pressure of the C. What will be the total pressure at T infinity? P0 plus P0, that will be the 2P0, which is in the given question is P3, which is in the given question is how much? P3. Are you getting my point? From here the P0 value shall I write P3 by 2. The P0 value shall I write P3 by 2. Are you getting my point? Now what is the K rate constant for first order kinetics? That will be 2.303 by T log of initial partial pressure P0 divided by partial pressure of a reactant at a certain time interval P0 minus P. Yes or no? So we know the P0 value, we know the P value. So here K is equal to 2.303 by T log of, what is the P0 value here? P0 value shall I write P3 divided by 2 whole divided by P3 divided by 2 minus of, what is the P value here? P2 minus P0, P2 minus P0. Again P0 value shall write P3 by 2 again, P3 by 2 again. Okay. Now after simplification you will get the final answer, that is the K value, which is equal to 2.303 divided by T logarithm of P3 in the numerator whole divided by 2 times of the P3 minus P2, 2 times of the P3 minus P2. Are you getting my point? Now one more question is given. Now in this question, total pressure of B plus C given at a time interval T P2 and the infinity time interval P3. Again what I am doing here, I am writing the equation, that is the A gives B plus C, all are gases. Okay. Now here, what is the initial time? 0. Let's suppose what is the initial partial pressure of reactant? P0, that is P0, and what about the products? 0, 0. At a certain time interval T, let's suppose P ATM decomposes, according to which P ATM of B and P ATM of C will be formed. Now at sufficient time of interval, completely reactant will decompose and products will be formed, which are in the 1:1 ratio. So I am writing P0, P0, that is the partial pressure of B and C after sufficient time of interval. Now in the given question, what is the total pressure of B and C? Total pressure of B and C. What is the total pressure of B and C at a time interval T? P plus P, that will be the 2P, which is equal to, in the given question, P2. So from here 2P will be equal to P2. From here P will be equal to P2 by 2. Yes or no? And one more information, at infinity time, what is the total pressure? P3. So at T infinity, what is the P total? What is the total pressure at infinity? P0 plus P0, that will be the 2P0, and which is equal to given P3, which is equal to given how much? P3. From here P0 value equal to P3 by 2. Are you getting my point? Now what is the K value? K is equal to 2.303 by T log of initial partial pressure of reactant P0 and partial pressure of a reactant at a certain time interval P0 minus P. Are you getting my point? If you replace the P0 and P value in this expression, finally you will get the answer K value, that is 2.303 by T. Are you getting my point? Logarithm of P3 divided by P3 minus P2, P3 minus P2. Are you getting my point? So this is the final rate constant expression. Final rate constant expression. Are you getting my point? And one more question is given. The thermal decomposition of dimethyl ether as measured. The thermal decomposition of dimethyl ether measured by finding the increase in the pressure of the reaction at 500 degrees centigrade, given as follows. Time is given in seconds. Increase in the pressure will be given in the mm. Okay. What is the initial pressure of diethyl ether is given? Dimethyl ether given 312, and find the rate constant equation as well as the rate constant of the reaction. Are you getting my point? Now first of all, I am writing the equation, that is the dimethyl ether. Okay, how we dissociated? To give as a methane and dihydrogen and carbon monoxide. If you see, all are gas phase, so this is the first order gas phase kinetics. Okay, now we have to prove it is first order kinetics. Okay, now first of all, what I am doing here, initially time T0. So what is the pressure of dimethyl ether in the given question? 312. So products partial pressure will be initially 0. Now let's suppose I am taking the time interval of 390 seconds. After 390 seconds, let's suppose Pmm of dimethyl ether decomposes, according to which Pmm of each methane, dihydrogen and carbon monoxide will be formed. What will be the total pressure after 390 seconds? That is equal to 312 minus P plus P plus P and plus P. Nothing but 312 plus 2p. Here how much of pressure increases? Initial pressure will be 312. The increase in the pressure, how much? 2p. What is the increase in the pressure? How much of pressure increases after 390 seconds? 2p. But in the data, the increase in the pressure is given after 390 seconds will be 96. So 96 mm increases, which is equal to 2p. From here, the p value will be 48 mm. 48 mm. Are you getting my point? Now after we are getting the p value, we can find the k value. Let's suppose I am assuming, let's consider it is a first order let's assume first order kinetics. Okay, now here let's suppose what is the first order rate constant expression? K value 2.303 by T log of partial pressure of reactant P naught divided by partial pressure of reactant at a certain time interval, that will be P naught minus P. Okay, now here what I am doing here, 2.303 divided by the time interval will be 390 seconds. Okay, now log of what is the initial pressure is given, 312 divided by 312 minus of what is the p value here, 48 mm. Okay, now from here I am trying to calculating the rate constant value. I am trying to calculating the rate constant value, the which is equal to 0.00428 per second. Okay, now this is the first rate constant value. Now second, I am trying to calculate the p value at another time interval, that will be the 1195 seconds. Let's suppose at t 1195 seconds, what will be the total pressure? Generally the total pressure will be 300. Initial pressure I am taking how much, 312. Now from initial to here, what is the pressure here, 312 plus 2p. Now how much pressure here increases, 2p. Now in the second case at 1195 seconds, how much of pressure increases in the given data, 250. 2p will be equal to 250, so p will be equal to how much, 125 mm. From here I am trying to calculating the rate constant, that will be k equal to 2.303 by t, that is the 1195 seconds. 1195 seconds log of p naught by p naught minus p. Are you getting my point? So I am trying to calculating the rate constant k value, that is equal to 2.303 divided by 1195 seconds log of initial will be 312 divided by 312 minus p value 125. After simplification of this value, you will get the k value again, that is equal to 0.000428 second inverse. Remember, when you are trying to calculating the rate constant, at least if you get the rate constant k value at least 2 times same, then this reaction follows that particular rate constant order, that is the first order kinetics. Suppose if it is not following this rate constant expression, then go for the zero order, other go for the second order, etc. Are you getting my point? At least 2 times if you get the k value same, then the reaction is corresponding to that particular order of the reaction. In this case it is a first order kinetics, so it is a first order kinetics. Are you getting my point? And what is the rate expression? Rate expression R is equal to K into reactant. What is the reactant? Dimethyl ether. Okay. What is the stoichiometry? What is the power of the exponent? Will 1, because it is first order kinetics. And what is the rate constant value? That is 0.000428 per second. Are you getting my point?